Hey guys, welcome to AMG Game and Tech Talk, where we talk about game news and tech news. I'm Balmug.
And I'm Epoch.
Welcome to the show. Alright, jumping into game news. First thing up is EA has a new guarantee out. It's called the Great Game Guarantee. It's where from the first time you play your game, EA game, within 24 hours you can get a complete refund of that game. And you can also get a refund from 7 days from the time you purchased it. Yeah, so there's two options. So 24 hours when you played it, you can get a refund, or you can get from the time you purchased it from 7 days, then you can get a complete refund. And this only applies to EA games, and they have like games that are eligible and whatnot. You can check it out in the description below where it has the article. Yeah, so EA has a refund thing now. What do you think about that?
I think that's a good idea. I think it's a way for them to, because a lot of people, I think when they see EA's kind of origin sort of program, they kind of look at that and think, oh, it's kind of like a cheaper kind of rip-off version of something like Steam. Now allowing digital refunds, I think is a pretty good idea. But I think it also needs to be pointed out that not only is it just EA games, but it's only EA full games.
Yeah.
If you download a DLC, currently, though they may expand it later, DLC is not eligible for any refunds or returns.
And there's certain type of countries as well that only allows it. So far it's US, UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, India, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and yada yada yada. And also it includes bundles, game bundles. You have to refund the whole bundle, not just one game. So if it's a bundle, you have to sell the whole bundle back or return it back altogether. So yeah, so 24 hours from the first time you play it. So I guess you play it for a while and then you're like, oh, it's not my game. Then you can return it and get your full refund, or you bought a game, it's been about like 2 days and you see reviews up on like IGN. I don't know why you would go to IGN, but some other website, and you find the reviews are terrible, then you can get a refund. I think that's a great idea, but I like how it only applies to EA games now. Now EA has a lot more pressure on it, so if their game sucks, like SimCity, like that whole fiasco of the DRM thing, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have wanted refunds of that game. That's pretty cool, I guess. So a lot more pressure's on them now to make excellent games in the beginning. So I wonder what Steam's gonna do. There's also like a case that's gonna go on with Valve. I mean Steam, with digital refunds and things like that. So yeah, I think it's a great step in the right direction. Alright, moving on to the second news. PS Vita is now $199. So I'm pretty sure, was it the previous AMG Game and Tech Talk where we talk about a
yeah, there's that rumor
about this?
Target. Yeah, but it seems like it's not just Target now. It's just, if you live in North America, you can get a PS Vita now for $199.
It is. I think it's both of them, right? The 3G and the Wi-Fi.
I believe so. I think so. And the thing is, what I like is that it's not just the system; it's also the memory cards.
Yes.
Proprietary memory cards, which were, just glancing at the prices, way too expensive before. Now, still kind of expensive, but less so.
I wish that they made it not proprietary. Why couldn't they just use regular memory cards? I don't know. Maybe there was a certain reason why they needed to do it, but yeah, the memory cards were definitely the most expensive part about it. Like, look at here. For the PS Vita 32 gigabyte was $99. $99.99. And now it's $79.99. Well, it's still kind of expensive, but it's a lot better. A lot better, though.
Sony, it's kind of funny. Sony's a lot like Apple in one way, in that it's really into proprietary stuff. They want you, once you buy into Sony, they want you to stay in that ecosystem and just in that ecosystem. So, honestly, they could obviously have made it a lot cheaper, a lot more affordable for people by not using proprietary stuff. But hey, that's the culture.
And it could probably get on sale and stuff, so That's pretty good, I guess. But I don't see. I still wouldn't get a 32 gigabyte memory card from them. Gosh, I think I'll just get the 16 gigabyte because I don't know. You can with the PSN Plus, all you need to do is just download it and uninstall it. Then you'll still have the history of it, so you can always re-download it if you want. So that's pretty cool. Definitely, I don't know. After this price drop, I was like, I feel like getting a PS Vita now. I don't know about you, but I was like thinking about that because back then I was debating whether or not should I get the PS Vita or the 3DS, but in the end I got a 3DS, and I enjoy my 3DS, but it's collecting dust right now since I'm not playing that much video games now. So, and another good thing is that with the PS Vita you can also do remote play, was it, with the PS4?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Which looks pretty cool. I was watching Gamescom, which was boring for Sony. Gosh, it was boring. Enough about that. But someone was playing Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, on their Vita, streaming it onto their Vita. That was pretty cool. So if you, if nature calls and you need to go to the restroom, you could just take your Vita into your restroom and play your games in there.
They should advertise that in their Vita ads. Game anywhere.
Or some adult only videos. I don't know. Stream it. Well, the adult only games. I mean, you stream it. I don't even know if they make those anymore, but oh well. So that's it for game news. Let's move on to the releases. All right, this is a huge one. Okay, this whole chunk is for August 27th. So the games I'm going to list right now is coming out on August 27th. Alright, first one is Final Fantasy XIV Online, A Realm Reborn. It's coming out on PC and PS3. So this is like the updated version of 14 that didn't do so well. So that's cool. And Lost Planet 3 for the PC, Xbox 360, and PS3. Heard Lost Planet 2 wasn't that great, but oh well. And then Castlevania Lords of Shadow Ultimate Edition comes out on PC. Madden NFL 25 comes out on PS3, Xbox 360. And Killer is Dead comes out on PS3 and Xbox 360. Sweet Fuse at Your Side comes out on PSP. And of course, this is Epoch and Coffee's favorite. Hatsune Miku Project Diva F comes out on PS3.
Oh, I'm on that.
Yes. And then for the COD people, Black Ops 2 Apocalypse, not Epocalypse, but Apocalypse map pack comes out on Xbox 360. Spelunky comes out on Vita. So yeah, that was for August 27th. And now let's move on to other dates. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows comes out on August 28th for the Xbox 360. This is our arcade game. Guardians of Middle Earth comes out on August 29th for PC. I think this is a MOBA game. Looks like it. Pokemon Rumble U comes out on August 29th for Wii U. The Chaos Engine comes out on August 29th for PC, Mac, and Linux. That's pretty cool. Painkiller Hell and Damnation comes out on August 30th for Xbox 360 and PS3. So that's it for game news and game releases. Let's move it on to tech news.
All right, guys, this is Epoch with Tech News. We're going to start off today with a story about the MakerBot Digitizer. It's a desktop 3D scanner that goes along with the MakerBot 3D printer. It's coming out in October. It's going to cost about $1,400, which definitely sounds like a lot, but all things considered, it actually isn't that pricey. And it allows people to, if they have a 3D printer, to scan any object 8 inches wide and 8 inches tall. They can scan it, and it uses lasers to measure the contours of the object, and then you can print it out using a 3D printer. The reason why this is exciting news for a lot of people isn't just because of the price, but also because previously, if you wanted to print something with a 3D printer, you needed some talent, some skill, some knowledge of 3D modeling. This allows you to just put something down, scan it, and then just print it right away. There is limitations though, obviously size limitations, and it can only scan objects up to 6.5 pounds in weight. But it also can only capture certain types of complexity. I mean, on the frequently asked questions page for the website, they say expectations should be realistic. You will not be able to, for example, scan a hamburger and then eat digital designs. So unfortunately, you cannot scan hamburgers. That's just not possible. The next story is that this is kind of funny, and it just shows you how, in the world of tech, there's always rumors, and whether they're true or not, they always have an effect. So there's a rumor that Google Glasses was going to be sold next year at Best Buys across the country for $299. And it turns out this was false. A person who works for Google named Chris Dale actually put out a tweet saying that Google Glasses was not coming to Best Buy and that was not going to be only $299. But the funniest part of it is that even though it's a complete lie, wasn't true at all, Best Buy stocks jumped up 4% because of that rumor. So hey, even if a rumor's not true, people can still make money from it, which is pretty funny. And the last and probably the biggest story is that Steve Ballmer, current CEO of Microsoft, is probably not going to be CEO for much longer. He says that he'll retire within a year. And the question of who's going to replace him is still up in the air. Bill Gates says that he's not, no matter how excited people may be, he's not coming back. He's not going to be CEO. So there are questions about who is going to replace Steve Ballmer. And the guy has been CEO for a long time. He's been CEO for 13 years, since the year 2000. And since that time, you've seen Microsoft's fortunes kind of go down a little bit, not just with the Xbox One, but also with, some other stuff too. It hasn't been doing as well as it probably should. But, with a new chance for a new CEO to come, we'll see, what happens. I mean, are we going to have more things like the Windows 8, the Xbox One, the Zune, if you guys even remember that one? Are we going to have more successful products? I think that's sort of a question that everyone's going to ask. And to kind of add insult to injury, after Steve Ballmer's announcement, Google stocks went up 7%. So it seems like stockholders are pretty excited that he's leaving too.
Developers.
And that reminds me too. This is actually the latest of a series of big departures from Microsoft. First was Steven Sinofsky. He was the guy who ran the Office department, Microsoft Office for Microsoft. He left last November, and everyone's favorite guy. Do I even need to mention his name? He's in Zynga now. So
Yep.
yeah, who knows who else is leaving? And I think that'll be it for tech news for this time.
Yay! I guess that's it for AMG Game and Tech Talk. But before we go, I just wanted to say something to Epoch. What's your thoughts on Ben Affleck playing as Batman?
Oh gosh, that's so hard. I admit, my first reaction was to laugh or cry. I don't know which one, but maybe he'll surprise us. I mean, the guy was Daredevil. He wasn't very good in that, but maybe he's improved. The guy won an Oscar for directing. Maybe he can win an Oscar for acting. Who knows? What do you think?
I don't know. I'll just wait and see. I don't want to say anything because you never know. He might be a good Batman. I don't know. I just won't, you can't assume. You can't assume.
That's true. We'll see what happens.
And apparently he's gonna direct the new Justice League movie.
Oh wow!
Or something like that.
I guess America loves Ben Affleck.
So that's it for AMG Game and Tech Talk. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our channel. We just had a Left 4 Dead 2 video that just went up. Check that out. It was pretty funny. I don't know. Watching me fail. And spoilers, something happens. Yeah. And check out Guests of the Week. Of course, AMG Game and Tech Talk, Animu Adventures, and yada yada yada. So, bye bye.